Hey, comic book fans, welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. And fans, you're with me, Mike Spider Slayer, bringing you that all important comic book review. And fans, it's been a solid week for reading comics this week. There hasn't been really too many disappointing issues. So does that trend continue? And today we're going to be reviewing Batman Eternal issue number 9. That's right, fans. Upon heavily request from my viewers and fans, people remembered me reviewing Batman Incorporated issue number, I think it was 11, where it had Batman of Japan, and I hated the issue and I couldn't stand the character. So people are asking me, I can't wait to see what your thoughts of this issue are. I can't wait to see what you're going to do to this comic, rip it, burn it, or whatever it is. And so upon that heavy request, I am reviewing Batman Eternal issue number 9. So with that being said, let's get started with the review. On the cover, we have Batman, of course, with my favorite Batman character, Batman of Japan. And that's literally his most generic name ever, Batman of Japan. And his little sidekick, Canary. I'm going to call her Canary. I don't know the Japan tongue language for it. But anyway, she is on there. So the cover is okay. It's got them like screaming, doing battle against this Shang Fang clan or whatever they're called, and going into the artwork in this book, I felt that the artwork at times shined, and then at other times it felt inconsistent and sketchy, and maybe rushed. For instance, in this particular issue, we see this right here where we have Catwoman on there breaking through some glass and whatnot. So I thought that that panel was done really well. But then you get this page here where Batman is doing battle against these clan members. And it seemed okay, but it just felt like very scratchy and sketched and rushed. And so there were certain parts where again, that artwork shined, and then at other times it was inconsistent. It seemed to get the most detail when it came to Catwoman for some reason. Here you get a really great page, a really great facial expression of when she comes to see some of Falcone's men. So you get to see that there and see how fearful she is of what's going on in this situation. So, all right. So we talked about the artwork. So let's go on to the story now. What did I think of this story? Was it as bad as Batman Incorporated? Was it as generic? I'm going to tell you now, it wasn't. But it wasn't great either. So the story opens up with Commissioner Forbes, and he gets captured in this crazy taxi cab, and he's like, well, do you know who I am? I'm Commissioner Forbes. I'm in charge of the cops. And little does he know is he goes to Falcone, and Falcone kind of gives him the business here, and he goes, I hired you to take care of the mass, the vigilantes that cause me problems in this city. And in the issue, you're reminded at least three separate occasions that Falcone has been scarred by Catwoman. I mean, he touches his face like three separate times. He makes it a thing. He's like, you scarred me for life, blah, 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 blah. I was like, okay, dude, we get it. Catwoman's in your past. She's caused problems for you. And we know, we see it every issue that you got these scars on your face. You don't have to remind us. It's kind of annoying in the issue. But he goes out and he says, you know, you have to take care of this. So now it switches over to Hong Kong. And this is where I get weary of the issue. Because in the last issue, the last page, you see Batman go to Hong Kong to try to find out answers why Falcone left and came back to Gotham. And that's why he's here in the first place. So you get to see him do these battle against these members of the clan, and next thing you see, just before he gets his head cut off or sliced open, boom, there he comes. You have Batman of Japan, and Batman gives him his thanks, and he goes, hey, no problem, because I'm the Batman of Japan. I got the greatest superhero name ever. And he's like, he says he's the Batman, part of Batman Incorporated, and if there's a place that they could go, that they could talk. And then you get this mysterious character here, this female, saying, oh, Batman, I hope you don't ruin my plans. So after some lengthy discussions about this Shang clan we find out the story that, you know, it was him and Falcone's members doing battle, and Shang's clan's the one that won, and Falcone left. That was the persona of what was going on in the issue. You get to see the penthouse of the Japan hideout or whatever, of where they stay, and it's like a copy off of the Batcave. You get the motorcycle. You have, like, instead of the dinosaur, you got Godzilla. I was laughing. I was like, dude, there's Godzilla. And Batman in Japan, I'm sorry. The dude is just so generic looking. He's just like this Power Ranger wannabe with a scarf. Like, who fights with a scarf? I don't know. You get introduced to Canary, and then there's this old man who just sits there and says, oh, his name is Master Hong. And he's like, oh, there's great danger in Gotham. You have to go back. I'm like, okay. Hey, thanks for that. It's not like Batman really doesn't know that already. You know, he's here to try to find out answers. But thanks, Mr. Hong, for your contribution to this issue, because you were wonderful. And same with Canary. She really doesn't do anything in this issue either. However, they go back to the clan members' hideout. I'm here crying already. Go back to the hideout. And she's like, Batman, don't interfere. You're going to ruin all of my life's work. So she does this brief battle with Batman, and they want the same thing here. But all of a sudden, you get to see her get stabbed, and you find out that it's the Klang's boss, which is Shen Feng, and he does battle against Batman. But Batman really kicks his ass, and you just try to find out what happens, why. How did he win? And basically, he was bought out. He gave money to Falcone to leave, to pretend that they won the war in Hong Kong, and that's why Falcone left. But you still don't really know the answers why he's back in Gotham for whatever reason. So in the end, this female gets stabbed, and you wind up finding out that a big secret in this particular issue, and I'll get back to that in a second. But we see that I keep calling her Black Cat, Catwoman, winds up getting captured by Falcone and says she's going to pay for all the scars, you know, that has happened. And really, we find out that Batman takes the female back, and at the end, he's communicating to Alfred, and Alfred finds out that it's Julia Pennyworth. So this was a big reveal at the end of this book, and you can see that Alfred is in shock. So when you think about it, it's like, oh wow, you know, this is the daughter of Pennyworth, and based off of the continuity in the pre-New 52, she was erased due to Crisis on Infinite Earths. So, and now this is her reintroduction into the New 52. And we know that she's some undercover secret agent. So I thought this was a good way to introduce her character into the New 52. However, Batman of Japan's affiliation in this issue was basically non-existent. He was in here for maybe 2 pages, did one panel of a battle, half a page of giving information to Batman, and that's really all you really see of him, and that's it. I mean, he does help him a little bit, but he's so pointless. Like, why is he in here? Like, you didn't even need to see him. He's just so annoying. Canary was there for no long. Hong Kong little old man guy, he was there for no reason. I don't know. That part seemed dumb, but they needed a way to get Julia back into the universe, so I understand that, and that's a huge reveal here. So after reading the issue, I'm going to give it a 3.5 out of 5 stars. I thought it was good. It was entertaining. It wasn't generic like that Batman Incorporated issue. You know, it leaves you with a good cliffhanger. We're going to find out more about Julia. So this is another character that's being reintroduced into the Batman universe, which I thought was cool. I thought the beginning of the issue was cool. The Catwoman moments were really interesting in here. It's just the Batman thing. It's like Batman Japan. It's just like, oh, we're going to throw him in here just because we can, because he's in Hong Kong. And we didn't really get answers of why Falcone came back to Gotham. But overall, it was okay. It was all right issue. I'm not going to tear it up. I'm not going to destroy it. It's just some of the moments in that particular issue is like, why? Why is he there? But, again, okay, 3.5 stars from me. So, guys, tell me your comments below what you thought of Batman Eternal issue number 9. And, yeah, and that's all I have for you today. So, where this book falls on the countdown, you soon shall see. So, guys, until the next comic book review, this is Mike Spider Slayer signing off, and I'll see you guys real soon.